right. Hello. Normally this is not a live class, but I'm filming it live today because I didn't have a chance to film it ahead of time. So I'm going to do live, but this is cardio and core with Katie at noon on Tuesday. Happy first day of September. I can't believe it's September. But we'll get started in about 3 minutes. So if you are watching this later, then you will want to skip ahead about 3 minutes into the video, which is when we'll start our warm-up. I'm just going to finish setting a few things up and pulling down the shade just to make sure everybody can see. But we'll get started soon. Okay. So that's good. Here's good. Great. Stack. Okay. All right. Get started in about 1 minute. Do a little timer station for myself. All right. I think I'm going to take off my shoes because I forgot regular shoes today. And so it'll be interesting, but I think doing barefoot will be a little bit better than trying to do it with these non-supportive shoes on. All right, well, it is noon, so welcome. My name is Katie Bro, and we'll be doing a core and cardio class today. So we're going to do Tabata today. I love doing Tabata for a cardio workout. So we will have a warm-up round. We'll do it Tabata style. We're going to do 8 different exercises just for 30. We'll do 30 seconds each. So we'll work through the rest. And then we've got 4 rounds, and then we'll end with a little cardio, or no, a little core at the end. But even some of the cardio moves, we will see, we will see some, a little bit of core in there too, so it should be good. But I hope you enjoy the workout today, but we'll go ahead and get started with our warm-up. We're going to start by marching in place. I'm just going to start my timer. And if you've got music, then by all means, turn that on. Have some fun. Exercise is meant to be enjoyed. All right, we're going to start with just marching in place. I'm going to pump my arms a little bit to start, and then we'll also do some arm circles. Okay, I'm going to start with just some small arm circles forward, slowly making those a little bit bigger. I'm coming to you from the TriHealth Norwood campus today. Beautiful campus. All right, take it back. Then we're going to take it into some high knees, low impact high knees. And here we go. Just bringing those knees up to the chest. You'll probably see my little Band-Aid. I don't know if you can see the Band-Aid on my foot. I sliced a piece of my foot off this weekend, like a genius. So, but you can wear shoes. I'm just not wearing shoes because I forgot my gym shoes today. One of those days. So I'm just going to do a barefoot today. I feel like that will be better than trying to wear my goofy little sneakers. All right, let's take it into some hamstring curls. So just bringing that heel up to the rear And adding in the arms to warm up the upper body a little bit too. Good chest opener move. I hope you all are having a good week so far. 10 more seconds here. A lot of folks are starting back up with school. A lot of kids starting back up with school, so I hope that's going well if you've got kids in school. Good. All right, we're going to just take it into some side reaches. So side to side here. Really extending through that side body. I love this turquoise wall behind me. It's great, right? Good. 2. Oh, wait, keep going. 10 more seconds. Sorry. It's set to Tabata, so this would be a part when we would rest, but we're not because we're just going to warm up. All right, we're going to take it nice and wide and just take it side to side. Warming up those inner thighs. You keep going with that. I just need to double check. Jacks, squats, and inchworms. Okay, thanks. Excuse me. So side to side, warming up those inner thighs. We will do a little bit of that work today. Good. 3 more seconds here. We're going to take it into some jacks. And here we go. So you can be here with your jacks. You can step it out and move those arms. You can add a little bounce, but just taking one leg out at a time. Good. 10 more seconds here. We're going to do some easy squats. And then finish with inchworms, and then we'll jump into our workout. Good. Nice and easy squats here. Feet about hip width apart. Figure out kind of what feels good. Some people find it nice to be a little bit wider, but you can generally kind of be right about hip width apart. I like taking a little bit wider. Helps for mobility for myself. Good. 10 more seconds here. Toes tracking out slightly, and hips going back and down. Should be able to lift and wiggle my toes as I'm doing those. All right, let's finish up with 30 seconds of, you see me? Yep. Inchworms. So let's slide here, just walking those hands out into a nice strong plank. And then back. If you have a wrist injury and those aren't working for you, you can just choose one of those other exercises that we did. Let's do one more. And then we'll get into workout. And good. All right, so just move your feet. If you want to do some hip openers, continue to move your body while I show you our first 2 exercises. All right, so first 2 exercises, we're just going to do a squat with a front kick. Okay, alternating. So nice and quick. So maybe your range of motion isn't quite as deep, just to make it nice and quick, so do what you can with that. So squats and front kicks, and then we are going to do some standing crunches. So I'm going to just take my leg back behind, pump it out. So we'll do one side, we'll do the other, then we'll do the other and the other. So we'll do each side twice. If you want, you can grab a little hand weight to add a little extra to that. But otherwise, we'll get started in just a second. I'm going to take a quick drink. So squats and front kicks, and then standing crunches. Okay, so 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We'll alternate between the 2 exercises, total of 8 times between the 2, so 4 times for each one. And then we'll rest, and then we'll move on to the next round. So we've got 4 rounds today, so we'll go ahead, get started with those squats and front kicks. Ready? And go. Squat, front kick. So remember, this is cardio, so we're trying to move as quickly as we can here. So if that means maybe you don't get quite down as low, that's okay. Do what you can. 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Good. All right, next exercise. Try to move those feet during your active rest. Just keep moving in some way. I'm going to take my left leg back behind, and here we go. Nice and quick. Driving that knee up into the chest. Bringing those arms in, okay? Arms are an important part. They add to that crunch and also increase the cardio. Making it a little harder. 2 and 1. Good. Move those feet a little bit. I'm just going to move my, so it's right out in front of me. 2 and 1. Back to those squats. Front kick. Good. Keep it going. 8 seconds. You've got it. Woo! 2 and 1. Good. All right, back to that standing crunch. I'm going to take my right leg back behind this time. I'm going to turn this fan on. Hopefully it doesn't make it too loud. And here we go. Pump it up. Oh, that's nice. Good. 10 more seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good. Awesome. Halfway through this round. Back to those squats and front kicks. 2 and 1. Here we go. Squat and kick. Good. Make sure with that squat, you're pushing those hips back and out instead of coming forward on the knees. Okay, we don't want to put too much pressure on our knees. We'll feel pain there. So really pushing those hips back and down. And rest. Good. All right. Back to the standing crunch. Left leg back this time. 2 and 1. Here we go. Pump it out. You've got this. Keep going. Pull that belly button into the spine. Engage that core. 2 and 1. Good. Woo. Back to those squats and front kicks. Last time for these. 2 and 1. Here we go. Last 20 seconds of these. Let's finish strong. Then we finish with those standing crunches. That's it. Nice no equipment workout today. Don't need a lot of space. 2 and 1. Good. Woo. Deep breaths. All right, standing crunches last time, 20 seconds. I'm gonna put my right leg back. Here we go. 20 seconds. You've got it. Pull that belly button into the spine. Engage that core. We're getting cardio and a little bit of core workout with this one. 2 and 1. Good. Woo. All right. Grab a drink. Minute break. All right. The next 2 exercises, we've got speed skaters and mountain climbers. So first one, speed skaters. I'm going to take a leap out to the side, take the foot back and behind, leap, okay? If you have the balance, you can just take the foot back behind, don't touch it to the ground. But option is to touch it to the ground, okay? You can just walk side to side, okay? Or you can leap, up to you. So we've got those, and then we've got the mountain climbers. So down on the ground, climbing it up. You can also take it to a chair. All right, got about a few seconds. Let's grab a quick drink. All right, we ready? We're gonna start in 5 with those speed skaters. Take your option, 2 and 1, here we go. So again, leaping side to side, taking that leg back behind. Okay, you can also just step, take that leg behind. Option is to put the foot down as you step. Okay, so a few options and rest, good. All right, down for mountain climbers. I'm gonna borrow 2 of these blocks. 2 and 1, here we go. Just to give myself a slight elevation here. I find having a little bit of an elevation just helps me maintain my form, whether it's as small as this A little higher with a step, 3 more seconds. Or a little higher still and on that chair. And rest. Good. Okay. Who knows if my Band-Aid's going to stay on the whole time. All right, back to the speed skaters. And here we go. Side to side. As fast as you can. So speed it up if you can. And go as fast as this. Or slow it down. 2. And 1. Good. All right. Back to those mountain climbers. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So we just want to make sure that we're not up here with our hips high in the air. It's not engaging the core and giving us that cardio benefit. So if you just need to hold the plank or take that knee in slowly, that works too. Again, making the elevation and rest. Adding the elevation will make it a little easier, a little more attainable. Okay. 2, and 1. Here we go, speed skaters. This floor is great for barefoot training. Good, 5 more seconds. Here we go. 2, and 1. Good. All right, back to those mountain climbers. 2, and 1. Here we go. So neck in neutral alignment. I'm not looking back at my toes. Okay? Keep that eye gaze right out in front of your hands. Keep driving those knees. Keep those hips low. Really squeeze through those abdominals. Good. 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, back to the speed skaters. Woo! And here we go. Last time with these. Finish strong here. I believe. I think. Hopefully I didn't just lie. Yeah, that's right. 2, and 1. Good. All right, back to those mountain climbers. Woo! Last time for these, and here we go, 20 seconds. I'm gonna face this way just so I can see my camera. Driving those knees as quick as we can. But remember, take your options, and also do it nice and slow. 3, 2, 1. Woo! And rest. Awesome. Make sure I wipe those off. All right. Round 3. We're already halfway through our rounds here. Okay. So this round, we've got squat jacks. So option to get nice and low, narrow stance up into that jack. Okay, so there's one option. Another option, popping one leg out at a time. Okay? So those are 2 options for those. Then we're going to do some upper body cardio. So we're going to have a nice low stance, bend in their knees, jab, 2, 3, 4, hook, hook, jab, 2, 3, 4, hook, hook. You can pivot that leg as you do the hook. All right? If the hook is feeling uncomfortable for you, you can also just jab the whole time, okay? So if you can't quite get that motion down, that's okay. But just make sure we have nice, strong arms, so we're not just like throwing our arms up there. We've got fists, we've got tension in our arms the whole time. All right, so starting with those squat jacks in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 20 seconds. Okay, little side view. Got a nice flat back. Chest is lifted. Okay, almost there. Getting low in those legs, popping it out. Option. Get low and rest. Good. All right, we've got our punches. 4 jabs, 2 hooks. I'll try to call it out so you know what you're doing. 2 and 1. Here we go. 1, 2, hook, hook. 2, hook, hook, jab, 2, 3, 4, hook, hook, jab, 2, 3, 4, hook, hook, jab, 2, 3, 4, hook, hook, and rest. Sorry. Got so into it. Forgot to check the timer. All right, back to the squat jacks. And here we go. Option. Nice strong arms with those jabs. And breathe. Try to make sure that your toes track out. Sometimes I catch myself pointing my toes in. And rest. Whew. All right, back to that jab and hook. Remember, you can just keep up with the jabs if you want. Here we go. Jab, 2, 3, hook, hook. Jab, 2, 3, 4, hook, hook. Jab, 2, 3, 4, hook. Jab, 2, 3, hook, hook. 2, 3, 4, hook, hook. Jab, 2, 3, 4, hook, hook. Jab, 2, 3, 4, rest. Woo! All right. Back to those squat jacks. We're halfway through this round. 2 and 1. Here we go. Now with jacks, it's really easy to track our toes inward, especially if that's something our body naturally does. So just trying to keep our feet forward, or maybe tracking slightly outward. 2 and 1. Good. Just to make sure that that's helping that knee joint and not hurting it. All right, back to our jabs. Let's fight it out. Here we go. Jab, 2, 3, 4, hook, hook. Jab, 2, hook, hook. 2, 3, 4, hook, hook. Jab, 2, 3, 4, hook, hook. Jab, 2, 3, 4, hook, hook. Jab, 2, 3, hook, hook. 4 more jabs. Here we go. And rest. Woo! All right. Last time with these squat jabs. One more time with the jabs. Here we go. Nice, strong arms. As we come up, pulling that belly button into the spine. Option. Nice and low. And come up. Make those legs work. The little squat. 2 and 1. Rest. All right, last time for this jab series. Punch like you mean it. Nice, strong arms. 2 and 1. Here we go. Jab, 2, 3, 4. Hook, hook. 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 And rest. We did it. All right, minute rest. Then we've got one more round before we take it down to the floor and do a little bit of extra core. Just a bit. All right. So we're going to start. We're just going to do some lunges. Reverse lunges. Okay? Option is to add the plyo. Okay? So adding that jump. Option between the two is to do a little pulse and then switch. Okay? So a couple options there. And then we're going to take it back down to the ground. And we've got plank jacks. So out and in. Now, really quick, with the plank jacks, pay really close attention to what your hips are doing, okay? You don't want to be doing a lot of bouncing, okay? That can be hard on our low back. So we really want to focus on keeping the core stable and mostly just moving the legs. There will be a little bounce, okay? But just making sure we're not bouncing a whole lot. Your option is just to take the foot, one foot out at a time if you feel like you're doing a lot of that bouncing. Okay, so reverse lunges. We're going to start in 5 seconds here. 2 and 1. Here we go. Alternating reverse lunges. Option is to add that plyo or that pulse and switch. For some reason, Lunges are feeling a little weird for me today. I don't know why. 2 and 1. Good. All right, down for those plank jacks. Again, you can use elevation to help you out. 2 and 1. Here we go. Just hopping those legs out. 4. Moving that foot out very quickly, one at a time. Okay? Hips are now high up. Okay, so we're not here. Down in a nice straight line. 4, 2, 1. Rest. Slowly get yourself up. And back to our lunges. 2 and 1. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know what it is today. Usually lunges are fine for me. Today I'm feeling very stiff with them. It's not really working. My range of motion's silly. 2 and 1. Huh. Who knows? Need to stretch. Probably. Always need to stretch. Back to plank jacks. 2 and 1. Here we go. Option, walk the feet. Or pop them out, but keep that low back nice and stable. Now, especially if you have issues with your low back, you want to just walk your feet out. Don't do the jumping. 2 and 1. Good. Rest. Woo! All right. Halfway through this round, folks. And here we go. Lunges. Try to increase my range of motion here. See if that helps. Yeah, I don't know. Not agreeing with my knees today. 2 and 1. Good. All right, back to those plank jacks. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. I'm going to walk my feet out one at a time. So I do sometimes have issues with my low back. Good. 6 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right. Last 40 seconds of work here. And here we go. Lunges. Remember your options, take it up a notch. You can add that plyo. But this is also a great low impact option. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, last time with these plank jacks. And then we'll do 4 core exercises and end. And here we go. Woo. Plank jacks on mountain climbers. Keep that core nice and tight. Even when we're doing the leg out, we can have a tendency to bounce. And rest. Woo! Okay. Switch this out. Get 30 seconds up on here. All right, so we've got 4 core exercises we're going to do to finish up here. We're going to start with punching up in the air. So we're going to just lean back a slight bit. The farther you lean back, the harder it will be. And we're just going to punch up into the air, kind of crossing over so that my right arm is just above my left knee. And we're going to keep our core engaged the whole time and punch, okay? All right, 30 seconds, and here we go. Feet on the ground. Harder if you go up in the air. Just trying to keep that low body nice and stable. Punch it out. Get a little twist in there. Good. 10 more seconds. Option, keep the feet down. Core engaged. 2 and 1. Good. All right, next one, we're gonna do a side plank. I'm gonna use this just because I don't have a mat down and I've already made this dirty. But it's gonna come up onto that side plank, hold it up. Option is to drop the knee and keep the hip up too. All right, so 30 seconds for each side. Ready? And here we go. So again, up on the knee. You can stack your feet. You can do a stagger. Basically just want to keep those hips lifted as best we can. If you're a little more advanced, perhaps you will lift your leg. I'm not going to do it right now. It's not agreeing with me. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, other side. Side plank. 30 seconds. And ready? Here we go. Lift it up. Hold it up nice and tight. Option, remember, is to drop the knee. Keep the head lifted. You can raise the arm. Basically, just want to keep our body nice and straight. 5 more seconds. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, last 30 seconds here. We're going to do Supermans. Okay, so I'm going to move myself down this side a little bit. We're going to be here. Just lift up slightly and then relax. Okay. Now, if you have a low back and that bothers you, I'm going to have you here in tabletop doing bird dog. Okay. So 30 seconds. Ready? And go. So option is to do bird dog. Second option, lift, hold it, and lower. You can also just lift one, the upper body, with no low body. Okay? Strengthening my lower back. And hold. Lift. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. All right, y'all. We're going to stretch it out. Be right back. Close that, which TV's on outside. All right, so we're going to stretch it out. Just going to pop this down real quick. You can probably see the edge of my table, but that's all right. Okay, so we'll start seated. We'll do a little butterfly to start. My Band-Aid's coming off my foot, that's okay. All right, nice little butterfly here. Slightly lean into it, trying to keep that back nice and flat. Do a little neck roll side to side if you want. Feels good. All right, let's stretch out the back of our legs, stretch out those hamstrings. So, sitting up nice and tall, put your leg out, and then slightly bend into it, trying to keep a flat back and our chest lifted. And you should feel that pretty much immediately. You might need to go deeper because you're more flexible, or maybe you're just upright a little bit more, just whatever fits your needs. So we should not be in pain. It should be a little bit uncomfortable. We should feel that stretch, but it should not be painful. So if you're feeling pain, especially sharp pain, then you'll want to ease off of that stretch. I hate that phrase, no pain, no gain, that people use. It makes it seem like exercise should be this punishment and like something that should hurt really bad. I believe that exercise should be joyful and fun and feel good. You know, we're going to be uncomfortable, we're going to sweat, and it's going to be hard, but should not be in pain, that's for sure. Oh, the wind just blew open the door that I just closed, so oh well. All right, let's do a little hip flexor stretch. We'll, so just gonna have my one leg back behind. like this floor. It's nice and spongy. And I'm just going to ease forward just a little bit, just to get a nice stretch through that front hip, this hip, which you can't see. And if you want, you can add a little side tilt here to get up through those obliques a little bit, through those abdominals. Stretch into that tendon a little bit more. Good. Hold that for a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Other side. So again, starting with kind of that right angle, and then you can ease into that stretch a little bit more and take it up overhead. You need that extra stretch. Especially if you kind of tip it back just very slightly, just small adjustments, just to see how that feels too. The great thing about stretching is that you just make these tiny little adjustments and it changes the stretch, changes where you feel it. And I love that. All right, a few more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Whew, my hips are tight. I can tell that that's one of the reasons I was struggling with those hip flexors, or those lunges. Okay, so I'm going to tip this back up. Sorry to keep adjusting this. We're going to do a standing quad stretch. So I'm just trying to keep my knee right next to my other knee. Don't want to fly it out, not the point. And if you need a deeper stretch through the quad, you're going to squeeze into that glute. So really squeeze that glute and you'll feel a bigger stretch in the front of that leg. All right, a few more seconds here. 2 and 1. Good, let's get the other side. We'll stretch through our upper body a bit and then be done. What time is it? 12:34. All right. A few more seconds here. Again, squeezing into that glute if that feels good. Two and 1. Just going to take it nice and wide. Take it down to the center, over to the side a little bit, to the other side, back to the center. I'm going to put my toes inward. I'm going to feel a nice stretch on the outer part of my shin, that shin muscle, which the technical term is escaping me at the moment, but whatever. All right, stand that up. I'm going to round through the upper body. Stretch out that back a little bit. Feel those shoulder blades separate. Good. Take the arms back behind the back. Chest open, chin slightly lifted. Good chest opener. This is a good one to do throughout the day. Good. Take our arms out wide. Stretch out those biceps a little bit. Flip those thumbs up, take it back a little farther. Shake all of that out. Your neck rolls. Deep breath in, ready. Hold. And exhale. Let's do one more. And sigh that out. And awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Next week, I don't think I'll be teaching it live. I think it'll just be an uploaded video. But it will be, again, cardio and core. So I hope you enjoy it. But thanks for being part of this one. If you like the video, feel free to like or put something in the comments. You can also email us at virtualfitness@tryhealth.com. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that. But we'd love to get feedback and let us know what you're looking for. Just made some changes for our September calendar, so hopefully you enjoy what we put out. But have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.